Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled love letter from your twin flame or soulmate. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. Hi Group 1. You chose this channeled letter, which I will read in just a minute. I'm going to start with some tarot and do a quick energy check about your twin flame or soulmate, see what's going on with them right now in their life or their feelings regarding you and the connection, and then I'll read the channeled letter, follow that up with some standalone message cards, and I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the 6 of Wands, the Hermit, 10 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, the Lovers, the 8 of Swords, the Fool, and the 7 of Pentacles. So it feels like your twin flame or soulmate has kind of retreated, maybe from the world, other people around them. They've retreated from like a hard and fast decision that was made in this circumstance with you, either to not progress forward or take things at a very measured pace. If it's somebody you're in disconnect with, maybe even like rejecting the idea of you in the situation, or anything that was like triggered within them that caused them to sort of like put up a wall or a blockade as far as progressing forward with you in an equitable manner. They have softened that stance, internally speaking, because it feels like they've been made to face something by way of like shadows that have been mirrored to them through who you are as a person, the dynamics between the two of you, aspects within where this could be somebody who has been trying to call in like love and partnership, and then when confronted with it on like a higher vibrational level, it might have almost been very triggering for them because they were used to sort of lukewarm connections, or only sort of being with people that kind of aligned with more of that toxic or unevolved version of self. It feels like they have had some kind of epiphany that you have motivated them towards change, not because there was an interest in trying to control them or manipulate them in some sort of manner, but almost maybe even kind of toying with the notion of like, is this person my soulmate? For some people, maybe even they've come across the idea of twin flames and they're resonating with that. It's the sense of like seeing that you've been brought into their life for a very particular reason, to not push them to, overcome their shortcomings or their limitations as a person, but that it's almost like you're a companion to walk that path of personal growth and expansion alongside them. And it feels like something that they may have seen the true colors of people around them that only sort of benefited from a level of brokenness within. Healthy choices that they've made, changes in a positive way, might not have been as well received as they had hoped by people that are kind of like in their inner circle, or that they thought at one point in time like wanted the best for them. And maybe these people do, but they just don't align with sort of like who this person's evolving into or becoming. And so their attention is now back on you in this situation, almost like I made the wrong choice to kind of eject you from my life. Or if there was like a third party involved in the situation and maybe they, chose to go back to an ex, or even just hold space and prioritize the woundedness, the wreckage within emotionally that someone from their past had left behind, like clinging to that, being loyal to that. There's a sense of regret about that because they are now understanding who you are as a person or what you had to offer this connection in general. It's the opportunity to move into something healthier, something more high vibrational, something that encourages this person to blossom and thrive in a myriad of ways that other connections previous romantic connections or like other circumstances they have going on in their life right now, it just doesn't provide them with that same kind of like motivation, but then also companionship through the process. So they may even be, if you're at a distance or disconnected from this person right now, they may be like watching you from afar, or they've checked back in some sort of way. Maybe you've recently heard from this person, or they've recently kind of like looked you up on social media, or they've asked about you. If you know people in common, they, you know, might have been sort of trying to get information, and they're recognizing that kind of where you're at in your life journey at this point is different from where you were previously, but it's changed for the better. To where this is almost somebody that feels like they want to catch up with you now at this particular point in time. They see what they've missed out on, and so this may be somebody that's trying to like fast track themselves through some sort of process of up-leveling or ascension, because there's a desire to kind of like come out from hiding and to try and make amends or express to you all the things that they had held back before. It's like the idea of waiting for the right sort of moment by making those preparations internally within themselves, with not just wanting to like make amends for anything or like speak truth and kind of reveal feelings that were hidden, but it's almost the sense of like disclosing things with the hope that you will take them back into your life, and the two of you can continue to kind of grow as independent individuals. But then it might also strengthen the emotional and the romantic bond between the two of you, because it feels like this person's like readying themselves, like they're ready to be on the same page with you as far as all of that is concerned. So let's see what they want you to know from their higher self. Be still with me in this cacophony of moments. Feel me with you there, though I am far from you who are my only home. Dream with me wider than we have dared before. Take steps forward, knowing that I, too, am expanding beyond the close of the last cycle, knowing that we are nearing the place where distance will be an irrelevant word used to describe such a love as this. Beyond the mistakes we have each made in our lives, there is a time of beauty which we will be able to enjoy together as one in the here and now. I will remain constant alongside you then, as is the case now. So please be at peace in the understanding that while the world may misunderstand you, choosing to see only what it is able, willing, and ready to of you, that I will never tire of reminding you in 1,000 delicious ways that every facet of you carries value, worth, and meaning, and that even as you change and outgrow components of yourself and cling to the things you can't bear to part with just yet, that you will shine as the brightest star in the sky as I look upon it, because you are everything to me. Please do not push yourself to be vulnerable before you are ready. We have all the time in the world to ease beyond our trust issues, and as long as we keep coming back to this place of trying, we are making excellent progress along this journey of love in accordance with what is right for our souls. So let's see what else your person wants you to know. And we have, I am in love with you and not sure how to tell you. We need some time together. This connection scares me sometimes because it is so intense. I don't want to take you for granted or misuse you. I really love the way you make me feel inside. Do you know how divine you are? Do you know how amazing you are? I am still healing. There is so much that I am going through and have gone through. And I've waited lifetimes to find you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name for you or your twin flame or soulmate, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got U, G, H, B, Y, G, R, A, L, C, E, L, K, N, U, S, B, T, and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose this channeled letter, which I will read in just a minute. I'm going to start with some tarot and do a quick energy check about your twin flame or soulmate, see what's going on with them right now, and then I will read the channeled letter, and then I'll get into some standalone message cards and close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Tower, the Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Justice, Six of Cups, Temperance, and the Ten of Swords. So it feels like your twin flame or soulmate is on the brink of having a series of difficult conversations that they have been avoiding for quite some time with third parties in their life, in order to close out certain situations that they may have been in that are kind of past their expiration point, and they've just been staying because it's like a comfortable chaos, or this can involve kind of stepping away from, if there's like a romantic third party, like stepping away from a long-term romantic third party, finally taking steps to sort of close the door to that relationship, and then really, get to know themselves again, create some sort of life for themselves beyond a situation that they are choosing to leave behind. This can involve setting healthy boundaries with family members, with, a social circle. This may even involve somebody putting in their notice and like changing jobs or moving in an entirely different direction with their career in general. Something that signals like starting something very different, or really allowing their heart space to lead them in the direction of where they need to go. It feels like something that if you are in separation with this person, there's the idea of like wanting to reach out and contact you and make amends, or see if you can put the past behind you or start fresh. But there's an understanding that there are other things that they need to close out within their life prior to doing that. They're not wanting to make you feel like an option. They're not wanting to involve you in kind of the drama of upheaval that may be required. as far as closing out other romantic partnerships, even in terms of like changing jobs or career and into like a new field altogether, and sort of a learning curve that they may understand could add stress and pressure based on the nature of what that could look like. That there's almost a sense of feeling, once I get settled within my new normal, then I want to try and open the door between the two of us to rebuild what was lost or the spark that was never acted upon in the past. And so it's almost like you are on the list of things to do in this next chapter of their life, doing something more in terms of expressing their feelings, or again, like expressing apologies, as far as if that is required, seeking to kind of bridge the gap between the two of you, or rebuild or strengthen the bond in some sort of manner. But it feels like their top priority at this point, the focus is on just sort of trimming the fat within their life in general, things that are kind of energy drains, or again, like outdated circumstances that they find themselves in, maybe even lifestyle changes, incorporating healthier habits, bad habits that they need to cut off. That can include partying, drinking, just kind of zoning out and watching too much TV, or even kind of their relationship with themselves. There's a sense of like a lot of things need a makeover. Somebody who is trying to instigate a glow up for themselves in a very deliberate manner, really kind of shaking themselves out of their comfort zone in the interest of nothing changes if nothing changes, and I'm ready for change, so I will be the person that initiates that, rather than kind of like waiting for better timing, waiting for better circumstances. It's like they've accepted that there's no time like the present. It'll never feel quite right in order to follow their heart in a very different direction. So it's a lot of just kind of shifting things within sort of their lived reality in preparation for a new version of themselves to have the opportunity to kind of rise from the ashes of all of that. But then there's also a sense of wanting to be able to present or provide you with like a better version of them, or even something different within the nature of like their circumstances in general, even what they're doing for a living and how that might have been negatively impacting kind of their mental well-being, their emotional well-being. It could have been like very stressful and dissatisfying, and the sense of kind of working towards something now that lights them up from the inside, so that they're able to contribute more positivity to a partnership with you, rather than kind of bringing a lot of like dissonance or unhappiness into the situation, as may have been the case with you previously. So let's see what they want you to know from their higher self. There is a place I remember meeting you in a dream I once had. It feels like I have spent my whole life looking for you, yet it was only through my own personal journey of love, loss, and redemption that I was permitted, by forces greater than my understanding, to see you for who you truly are to me. I am patient with myself as these feelings of gratitude rise up like waves from inside me. Happy tears are what I cry nowadays, which is a welcome relief from the grief of missing someone I hadn't met yet in this life, that had been the nature of so much inner turmoil I wrestled with my whole life until you entered my world in this way. I feel safe with you. I feel free to love loudly. I wish I had met you sooner. I know I needed to be at this specific place in my life to receive you deeply. You are an extension of me, and yet I do not feel trapped by the idea of loving you. I am wholly in the moment and in the space of allowing for the first time. And I know this is because rather than love being something which is forced, we are instead truly aligned. I feel encouraged to thrive as a person, for myself and for how this can contribute to our partnership, and so that I can be of service to you as well as you answer the call coming from your soul, which compels you in a very specific direction. Thank you for your love, which is my motivation. So let's see what else your twin flame or soulmate wants you to know right now. and we have I am in love with you and I am not sure how to tell you. I have waited lifetimes to find you. Let's start over. Hey baby, I was thinking of you. I need more time to figure things out. You are my answered prayer. I'll show you my soul if you promise to be gentle. And you and I are past due. It's time we fix that. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your twin flame or soulmate, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got Q, W, X, R, A, V, I, Z, R, T, B, P, T, O, D, H, V, K, Y, and M. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose this channeled letter, which I will read in just a minute. I'm going to start with some tarot and use these for a quick energy check on your twin flame or soulmate, and then I will get into the channeled letter and follow that up with some standalone message cards, and then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Hermit, the Empress, Two of Cups, the High Priestess, Three of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So this is the energy here that your twin flame or soulmate feels that you are wish fulfillment in every sense of the word. If they needed to take some time to kind of vet the situation out, they might have been hesitant to make a move forward or give you some kind of clear and direct understanding as far as their intentions for the situation, the way that they feel about you, what they envision as far as the future is concerned. They've evolved past that place of guardedness, and it's as if they're seeing that beyond all the people that they've ever met before, close associates, friends, even people that they've loved deeply in their past, that you are somebody that their heart is safe with in a way that is unprecedented. You just seem to understand this person at a deep core level, and they are drawn to you, it feels like, for reasons that they cannot explain, as well as so many little details and qualities that they never envisioned they could find all in one person. They may have caught feelings for you very quickly that could have triggered abandonment wounds, insecurities within, something where they've almost kind of taken the long way home to you, or a very slow and deliberate path that might have led to you needing to pull back your energy, keep your focus directed towards yourself or redirect that focus towards yourself. It feels like if you've worked to kind of come to a place of peace and acceptance with this, if you've actively kind of evolved into the place of detachment as far as an outcome is concerned, even if it's someone you're currently dealing with, kind of the idea of like open to whatever may happen in this situation, like it's not going to sway you off your course with your relationship with yourself at all, that it's something that this has had a very effective and positive impact upon this individual who has been allowed to have kind of the time and space, knowingly or unknowingly, you've allowed this person the time and space to really sift beyond kind of the ego, the fear of getting hurt, fear of being seen for exactly who they are. And all signs point internally and externally to the reality that their life is better with you in it. You are that missing piece to their puzzle. You're the one that helps them to make sense of all of these aspects of themselves that had been difficult to love. It's something, where they love how you make them feel inside, the type of person that they just kind of naturally become when they envision the idea of like a provider and a protector kind of energy. And then like best friends and lovers, like you're the full package. You're everything that they could want. They find you fascinating as a human being. They're inspired by you on so many levels. You help to really bring out the best in this person, and you align very much with a very glorious future that they envision for themselves and that they may have been steadily working towards. And it's the energy here of accepting completely within themselves that it doesn't make sense to have anyone else by their side but you further down the road. And so it feels like they're preparing themselves to maybe make a declaration to you, to provide some more clarity, to kind of loosen up on a degree of resistance that might have been put in place to kind of going with the flow of the connection, or a need to sort of introspect or really search within their soul as far as like, am I certain that I can take the next steps with this person? They feel like the one, but I need to check in with all aspects of myself. If this is also the energy of somebody who maybe has been, getting advice from friends and family about the connection. Everybody is in approval of this. Everybody is encouraging them to do whatever it takes in order to either earn your trust back, win your heart, or to make sure that you understand they don't have eyes for anybody but you. So let's see what else they want you, or what they want you to know from their higher self. You are a most exquisite muse. I am creating again in all the best ways for the first time in quite a while, thanks to how your very presence on this earth lights me up from the inside. You are what I need. You are who I want every day. I feel our lives merging, and the picture of the world as I walk within it is becoming so much brighter than it was only a short time ago. Thank you for being that frequency of something genuine and true that has pulled me beyond the threshold where I was waiting, unsure if a room called joy was truly a place where I as a person belonged. Thank you for being yourself and for giving me something to look forward to as the barking of the past becomes quieter and there is evidence now that I have truly been able to move on. Thank you for being nothing like the ones who poked my heart awake and then hid their affections away. Thank you for being brave enough to love yourself so that we could meet one another here in this way. Thank you for bringing me back to life at a time when the world had almost forgotten me and I was lost within the loneliness of myself. Thank you for understanding me during the spaces of wordlessness and for demonstrating your love so truthfully. Thank you for being what I receive after all the love I have given away to the wrong people finally is returned to me. Thank you for every day you choose to spend with me. So let's see what else your twin flame or soulmate wants you to know right now. we have, I've waited lifetimes to find you. I want to start a family with you. We have such a strong connection. You are my weakness. You are my sweet spot. I want to kiss you. I'm in a better headspace now. You are my safe place. You are my home. I've been lying to myself about my feelings. Why? Maybe because I was scared. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name for you or your twin flame or soulmate, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got F, T, N, P, X, B, E, V, L, I, N, C, Z, T, Y, M, U, O, and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.